Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Game 3 between impunity.storm and Fan5. Game 1 and 2, very exciting. 73 minutes, 50 minutes is insane. And in general, we are looking at a really exciting Game 3 here. Fan5 won the second one, impunity.storm won the first one, and I hope that we are looking at a pretty good game. That's it. Joining you today is going to be both me, Babael, and Lark. And we're going to be your casters as usual. We hope you guys are not too bored by us after the last 2-hour engagement in the cast.
Yeah, it was really long drawn out. Yeah, exactly 2 hours. 70 minutes from the first, 50 minutes from the second, man. That's insane. Look at this, man. This picking stage isn't as quick as it was before. Like, the previous rounds were just like insta picks on, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go for this fade. Now I'm gonna go for that, engineer and all that kind of jazz. And this time around, I think the same bans are coming out, except Fade is going to be banned here instead. They don't want to give the Fade ability to Bastomp. I mean, he did a pretty decent job, but yes, it's going to be the Engineer, and still, again, no Tempest.
Yep. Don't expect it to be picked up so early, like I mentioned before. It's going to be Engineer pick, because now Fade's out. It's going to be Engineer Snap pick first. MOA going to help on side, but that's going to leave a bit of a question open as to what they're going to pick for the mid, and it could be a Revenor again. Revenor is going to mean a lot of work, but they could also want to pick the carry straight up, because now that Gemini's addressed, you might want to go for the Moon Queen. It's going to be pretty good to secure those heroes straight up here before the second banning phase, but what do you think, Lark? What do you think is actually going to be?
I don't know. I think they're kind of probably pick up their mid hero here, and then after that their jungler, if they're following the same kind of format in the previous game. I think they picked their mid out earlier on, but yeah, I mean, they can secure the mid so that they can win that mid lane. They already have the engineer there. They by all means can actually pick up Pestilence. I mean, Pestilence is tried and tested. It does work. If you want to be super aggressive, that's such a good hero pickup. I don't know if Bastomp really plays that as often, but I think it'll be pretty good on himself if he goes for that, hero pickup as the second pick. Boom! I'm a genius. Hello.
That's all? You're a genius?
Yes. That's insane.
Just because they pick Pestilence, you're a genius? Bro, it doesn't mean shit, man. Wake up, son.
You suck, man. You suck. Go home. Go home. You're drunk, bro.
Yeah, wake up, son. But yeah, slap to the face there. It's gonna be a torture pick. Wow, but Pestilence, man, good call there. It's a pretty good one coming for Team impunity.storm, but they just burned all the extra time down to just 5 seconds there, with Pestilence being picked up, Engineer as well. Help on Team Torture, Master of Arms, pretty good stuff happening there in general. But I hope that they learn a lesson and go for a bit of the magical AoE kind of a burst, and that's why the Magnus. But because there's a Torture now, I'm thinking it may not be possible. Hack's actually going to be snapped here, and the main reason why I think Nova snatches the hack is because I think that he doesn't want it to end up on, Fan5 side, since it's better to have the hack on your side compared to your opponent. But again, Fan5, if they wanted the hack, they could have gotten it at the second pick. The Torture is not a priority pick in this case.
Yeah, I think it could be a possibility that they're gonna run Torture in that carry-ish role. It hasn't been seen in a long time. I don't think that it's as necessary though, in my opinion. It's probably gonna be dual supports here. You have Master Larcms and Torture. That's pretty decent. They get the hack again, so that's good. Hopefully Emperor will get a awesome time there. I think it's gonna be pretty difficult for him, because this game is the final game right here. You either make it or break it, and they picked the Swiftblade again. Oh shit, that's insane.
Guys, we just had a really good game there with a Swiftblade, and this is like deja vu, man. Game 3, Swiftblade up again on the Hellborn team. Swiftblade, Torture, MOA, so they traded a bit of a difference there, and I do recall that they had a bit of what the hell was the other hero that I picked up there? A support hero, Morexus there, but no, this is gonna be a Torture there, so it's gonna be a bit different, and I hope it's actually gonna work. But now is where Monk is gonna ban out most of the heroes for Team Legion, and the Empiric gets straight banned away. Wow, first ban there coming from Monk, and Nova's gonna ban out Bubbles himself. We can also see a possible ban onto both the Moon Queen as well as Dark Lady, and I will not be too surprised if he actually follows that. There we go, Moon Queen gets banned, and like I mentioned, they could have just got the Moon Queen at the third pick, but nope, they're gonna wait for the second picking phase, and that's the way Nova wants to draft this one there. Nova gonna ban on both Morexus as well as Revenor, both of which are pretty good on Team Hellborn side. Bubbles already being addressed, and the last ban, I do believe, is gonna be a Dark Lady. It could also be a Gemini. Gemini was already banned, sorry, so it could be a Dark Lady. It has to be, man, this guy. There we go, man, look at that, I'm right 3 times, you're right once. Bro, level up, please.
Dude, screw you, man. Get on my level. Hello.
What
Don't tell
level,
me this.
man? I don't want to get your
Man,
level.
it's
Your
an
level's
easy.
beneath mine.
It's an
This is
Nah, nah, nah.
bullshit.
Nah. Get on my level. Yeah. I think that I think that Legion team is a little bit afraid about the Swiftblade pickup. Although they know that the way that his playstyle is, they probably know that he's not going to go for a shrunken head early on into the game, so they can actually utilize that fact. They're going to go with dual supports here. I think that's a much more better idea rather than picking up the pestilence. I mean, not pestilence, sorry, the parasite. Although I still think Tempest would have been a perfect pickup there. They have push and they have, anti-push and all that shit, but of course they didn't ban out things like Keeper of the Forest and all that mumbo jumbo. Parasite the first in the pool. They're going Glacius second pick. Glacius is pretty decent in that kind of sense. It will stop down Rally a bit and the ability to compel, so that's pretty good for them. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that they picked Rally themselves.
Yep, they last picked a Madman previously, and I think it could still be possible to be the Madman. Both MOA as well as Torture can go support, rally, mid lane. It's a tri-core double dual, as in double support, dual support kind of strat coming from Fan5. But for Legion team, are we gonna see either a Parasite or a Tempest? That's the question. Tempest is still available, man. And if they want to give us a hell of a show, they would pick the Tempest. But wow.
Aw, shit. Here we go, guys. Hard carry time. This could be it. This
Mage Bane.
I mean, Mage Bane is pretty damn good counter against Swiftblade and Rally because it burns their mana really fast. They don't have like the highest mana pool at the early start. I mean, and especially when he starts farming up a lot of items onto himself. And Torture with the high mana pool, Mage Bane can actually utilize him as a trigger for that ultimate and just blast all the members out of the Hellburn team out of the map. And I don't know. The thing is, they gotta secure and make sure that Mage Bane is able to farm really, really quickly. If not, they could potentially fail.
Yeah, it is. And is it gonna be another Madman last pick here, or maybe even a Nighthound? Could be anything else. But Mage Bane, man, this set Fan5 thinking, because in the previous game they didn't have to deal with such a hard carry, but right now they have to, and they need to think of heroes that could really win both Mage Bane as well as Wretched Hag combo, both of which are highly mobile. One with Flash, the other with Flash of Darkness, like Dur. But they are both flashes. Wow. And
Wow.
in general, you have a lot of extra stuff there. But it's gonna be a tremble. Eh? Oh, hey! Fan5 gonna lose already. Sound like crazy game.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So it's the support Tort, support Master Arms. Of course, that was pretty much what we saw. Rally is that that mid lane. Sorry, I do believe that's gonna be a short lane Swiftblade. What? Swiftblade's still gonna be the hard carry, and Tremble's probably gonna go into off lane. I mean, he has the ability to use that Terraform, and Terraform's pretty good because you can't really destroy it, so you can just sit there and regen. That would be really nice for him. And a lot of gank potential, by the way, with that Hive Mind once he reaches that level 6 and the Terror Mounds to work with, so that could be a possibility as well. But again, not so sure how good those two heroes are going to be against a Mage Bane and a Pestilence on top of that.
That's just a Terrorjibber vegetable mound that we are seeing from Tremble, but ladies and gentlemen, man, game 3, never mind that. Game 3 now gonna start here, and it's gonna be the ace game coming from both teams, so we are gonna expect only the best of Showdown, and it's just gonna pour cold water all over me if this game is gonna be done in 15 minutes, but that's it. Legion side, we have Impunity.storm, and Nova, Captain Drafter, gonna be on to the Engineer again. We got Beston playing mid lane as the Pestilence, that is Kabutop's gonna be, wanna be kind of a thing, and we also got Nox playing as the Mage Bane, and Mage Bane carry is incoming. I think he's going for Noxbringer again. That's it. We're also looking at Emperor again. Gonna be Hack. He's been playing Hack for the last 2 games. Hack again this game. Pretty questionable, but I think it could actually work out like it did in the first game. But he did have a bit of extra success in the second one. This one, I want to see more. That's it. VN Sensation gonna be playing as the dual support Glacier Sensation. So no jungle for Team Legion, and that's gonna be a bit of a different strategy altogether. And on Help on team, we got Fnatic5 and Fan5. Man, they were doing so well in the second game. I want to see the same amount of success from the third one as well. We got Mang drafted there. He's gonna be on to the Torturer, and AVRC, he is going to be onto the MOA, same stuff that's been playing for the past few games already. Game of Barryman onto the Rally, mid lane, Tremble, being played by Shirley, is going to be looking like a lobster at the down south part of this map. We also have Blavatny, and I do believe that after 3 games I pronounced his name correctly. Somebody please tell me if it's still wrong, but Bladair is going to be playing as a Swiftblade again.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you call that a lobster. Only you would think of that as a
it's
you
a
would always
lobster.
find a reference to food, man. That's insane.
Or
Yeah,
have you
actually,
ever
he does look like a
tasted the sweet lemon stir-fried lobster that was roasted on a barbecue, and in general, woo,
Nope.
you can just
I'll be honest. I don't
taste
think I've
it.
ever eaten lobster in my life.
You know what,
That's how
guys? I'm not gonna
pathetic.
cast this game. I'm gonna go for my lobster.
Yeah, exactly. Top lane, here we go. Master Mars just gonna put in harass on Amp, and Amp here is probably gonna get boxed out really nicely. Again, Swiftplay is gonna have such a nice time here, and he's gonna get his items really quickly. He had a really good showing in the previous game there, but at the same time, at the tail end, at the bottom lane there, Mage Brain is gonna be able to farm up himself. But you see Glacius now just gonna go ahead, rotate, try to stack that out. Yep, he's gonna stack it, and he's probably gonna pull that out later because that wasn't worded off by Tremble.
Yeah, and that's not the case, but that's a mid lane is gonna be the Pesty NG kind of combo, and so far it's so good that people have given them the new combo term. It's called the Pesty NG combo. And help on team, we are seeing both Torture as well as Rally. Both of them have also reliable amount of stun. You cannot say the same about the stun coming out from the Torture, but the Rally's Compel is gonna be a bit more reliable as in comparison. That's it, Emperor in this game, still level 1. Gets a bit of a box out coming out from the Super. Now finally hitting level 2, so he's having a bit of a success, but there goes the stun from the MOA. That's gonna mean a lot extra harassment as well. It's just gonna walk him all the way home and just landing 1 or 2, 3 extra auto attacks there, but he doesn't have level 2. If not, it would have been a kill already. And that's it, Emperor will be boxed out again at the Suicide lane. So 2 minutes gonna be up real soon. No goalie, no kills just yet, and this game is just really intense and sad to begin.
Yeah, it's been very, very passive so far in this game, and no kill, no even no chance to actually set up for a kill even. Hag's actually level 2, gonna run into a regen rune. Actually gonna pick it up himself, so I'm not gonna gift it to Engineer. Would like to see him gift that to him instead. But mid lane Pestilence, he's gonna be alright for the time being. I mean, good attempt there by Hellburn team to, utilize whatever chance they get to set up again.
Yeah, for sure, and that's it. 2 minutes up already. and ON still the same thing a few seconds back, and nothing really happening yet. We got the Terramount being used already to just nicely deforest this entire area. Our good friends from the National Environment Agency is not going to be too happy about that one, but they at least will have a bit of extra sight here for Tremble. Tremble's going to be having a pretty good time here. I do believe Glacius is going to try to do his best to nicely box him up, but a bit of the deny on the mana on Tremble by the Mage Bane. Nox is just nicely farming here, and speaking of farm, we have to look at the CS so far, and Nox is just at about 14:7, and on the other end of the swirl, Swiftblade is about 15:10, so it's pretty fair kind of a farm so far, and the only difference being that Tremble has got 3-0 and Hack is about 2-1, dual support going on both sides, so it's a pretty dead even game. And at the mid lane, we're looking at Pesty about 13:2, whereas for Rally also 13:3, so it's a really close game. Both sides, it's like no lead anyway.
Yeah, but there is a substantial amount of harass coming out on Hag at the top lane, and Hag is doing not as good as the Tremble because Tremble's level 3 ready. He has a little bit advantage in GPM, but it's not that high. Mage Bane is still picking up on a lot of farm. Look at him, he even drops the hatchet there because he wants to quickly kill off the creeps. Really well played. Just look at the way that Nox plays the carry. He knows what he's doing. Middle lane again, still, no harassment just yet. Bottle is already up for both sides, and I think it's gonna come down to probably the first rune of the day, the second rune, sorry, of the day, and whether or not it's gonna be a big win, like a haste or even a double damage, could probably be the opener for the first win in this game.
Yeah, and just to get things right, both teams decided on this draft without Tempest and Keeper being banned out, and it's just the way it is. And Fan5, being a really crazy rocking team, have shown us that they play weird heroes, and they won AMQ with weird heroes as well. They won second game with really weird Madman, but it kind of worked. And Shirley is the wildcard factor, man. You're gonna have to love Shirley for that. Shirley is just a double D on Shirley, and I'm just kidding. But Shirley is just the kind of a girl that you bring out to a restaurant. No, I'm again joking. So Shirley is the kind of a hero that plays Madman, Tremble, does the weirdest thing ever, and you just enjoy watching him play different characters. But there goes Nice Imprisonment, and Shirley casts his curse again. It's gonna be used here, and there goes the Ward of Rev. I think it's gonna be a lot of trouble, and there goes Mage Bane gonna try and do a little bit extra damage, and I think it's actually gonna happen here. One last hit, but it is going to Nox, so it's gonna be a bloodlust for Nox, and that's because of Castor's curse. Look at that.
Yeah, and even even though if there's no Ward of Revelation, standing in the mound means that you give vision of the guy hiding there. They even deny the mound because they have the Ward of Revelation there, so that's really good. Nicely played there by them. They slow down Tremble, but at the same time, Emperor being smart, he did this. We saw him do this actually in the previous game where he just basically did stacked neutral camps over there and slowly picked up levels out of that. So I think he knows that he's just really not going to be able to pick up anything here at the top lane because of the way that MOA has been supporting Swiftblade throughout this top lane there. So a good decision by him to just rotate towards the jungle. That's you know things are really downhill when you're forced to go to the jungle there, but at least he's gonna be able to make work of that. Whereas bottom lane Tremble did die and is probably gonna die again if he's not careful. Look at this, Glacius, here we go.
Yeah, again, it seems like Tremble is going to be a little bit of a tight spot so far. And in the previous game, he was playing Madman, but Madman didn't have a secondary support to deal with in this game. But yeah, Shirley is going to have to deal with a lot of extra stuff here. And Magebane gets juked a bit, but what the hell is Shirley doing? The Tremble is lost in the woods, and the Tremble is going to be free lobster food here. And I think he's actually going to dance a bit too much there, but he is just completely lost. Level 6 Magebane doesn't know what the hell he wants either, but they are just wasting time dancing around with a lobster that is just like from under the sea. And it is, yeah, finally he gets addressed.
Yeah, like I said, he's still gonna die. It was kind of funny to see the jukes, and they didn't really know what the hell was going on over there. But nevertheless, they still pick up the kill. You see now Magebane with that mana tube. They're giving kills to Magebane, and that's not what you want to do in a game this early on. And at the same time, you're not milking on the the cash cow there like you would say on this Hag at the top lane because
oh, rally mid lane compel land, so is the chain reaction. That's gonna be a kill on Bastom. That's the mid lane address already. Fan5 doing pretty good to at least try and crawl back in this game, but Tremble needs to be really careful. And it seems like Tremble is gonna be Emperor number 2 because he's gonna relegate himself to the jungle as well. And Emperor already in the jungle. I think Emperor now gonna try and show his face at the mid lane. And on the flip side, Glacier's gonna stack the jungle. We have also, where's the 5th member of the team? Wait, hang on. Where's the other guy? Oh, he's at base. Peston, he just died. Okay, that's good. And on the other hand, we have top lane. I want to see MOA stack camps like he's doing right now, and also go and rotate to the mid lane and put a little bit extra pressure. In fact, MOA as well as Tremble could address the suicide problem, but they just don't want to do that because it's a level 7 Magebane already. It's too late for that kind of strat.
Yeah, and the thing is, okay, where's Tremble now? Okay, so Tremble is forced to go to the jungle himself. He knows he's gonna do the same thing that that what Emperor has been doing for the past couple of minutes. Although Emperor is actually doing the hard camps there, so he's actually not gonna get a lot done. He has to slowly kill this out. That was a good kill in the mid lane actually against the Pestilence, because now that boosts up Rally, who has the Seismic Slam now. He can rotate lanes and set up for a kill, probably even bottom if he wants to, but of course Tremble already left that lane, so don't really see much of a point there. I mean, they can still try to gank out the Magebane, who is farming at about 450 gold per minute. It's pretty insane. He's getting uncontested farm. It's gonna get very, very scary for this Legion team, Hellburn team, if this keeps going on in this game.
Yeah, and I want to see how actually mid lane is going to happen here. Pesty takes a bit of a nice harassment, but should be okay. And we also get double damage up on Rally. Rally looking to just deal a bit of extra damage. Goes in Compel with a Seismic Slam. Could address almost any hero. One last hit there, or rather the KT parry Raw going to come out as well. It could for sure mean a kill. But here comes the mid lane gang, and it seems like Torture is going to get slowed a bit with the Impale Stun. Ice Imprisonment as well. Torture a bit of a trouble, but where's the Compel to save his teammate? There he goes. Ice Imprisonment made sure that he couldn't compel his teammate, but once it's off, Rally made sure that it could be done. And that being said, still 2-1, 8 minutes in, and we're looking at a pretty close game.
Yeah, it's a very close game indeed. Pestilence now can actually rotate to the top lane and help out Hag there if he wants to. Like they can pick up a kill on Swiftblade. Like Swiftblade is still pretty damn squishy with a the swarm applied onto himself. That's gonna do a lot of damage. Hag needs to be careful. Oh no.
Oh no, Hag actually a little trouble there, but look at that Swiftblade, a bit lost also, and Hag is actually gonna be in the woods. It seems like Swiftblade will be able to do a bit of damage, but nope, the courier actually gonna fly by to just show where the hell Hag was, but they actually lost the courier, and that is a bit of a mistake. I don't think that it was intended to show where Hag was. I think it was just sent on automatic route to Swiftblade, and he forgot that the courier was coming his way.
Yeah, that was that was pretty insane. And the thing is, at least Hag survives. That's the huge thing. You saw a lot of overextension there. Well, I wouldn't really say overextension, it's just that they wanted to pick up the kill. And it's a good decision there by Emperor to juke your trees, because if not, he would just eat the entire duration of that Swiftblade ultimate. So that's pretty insane.
Yeah, it is, and that said, Emperor did a pretty good job to try and stay alive, but here comes also extra support, and Emperor now is going to be joined by Nova. Previously they were laning together, so I would expect the chemistry to be a bit more well-trained there. And we also have Glacius rotating there to the top lane, but Glacius, man, the secondary support is not really working. It did work to just box out Tremble, but Tremble now is already level 5 and Nox about level 8. So far so good, yes, I give you that, but because it's not a Parasite, he will not have extra ganky kind of a route coming into this game, as well as because it's not a Tempest. Should have just picked pick the Tempest, man. The goddamn Tempest would have been able to give them extra space in this game as well. But because they didn't go for the Tempest, they will not be able to push down towers too quickly. Glacius ends up just going to the jungle and stacking camps that no one really clears, and that's a bit of a problem at the very end.
Yeah, I mean it's really a huge problem now, and HP is at least farming really fast. That's a good thing for this Legion lineup. Pestilence definitely still needs that portal key though, in my opinion, and it's gonna be a long time before it actually reaches that point in this game. And Hag is, you know, he's farming, but it's slow, but it's getting him somewhere at least.
Yeah, and that's gonna be the case. That said, we have a pretty close game, still almost virtually no goal lead. By experience-wise, we're looking at about 1k experience lead for Hellbourne team, so they are slightly over level here, and you can tell Swiftplay already level 8, mid lane rally level 7, Tremble level 6, a lot higher than this Emperor Hack that's only a level 4. I think that Hack ultimately decided to go back to the Suicide. It's not a very good option at the very least there. He could have just took the triple stacked camps with Glacius. That's at least going to provide a bit extra level as compared to level 4 at the top lane that even without MOA around, I don't think he's actually going to have the space to farm up against the Swiftblade. But that said, MOA is now going to go to the mid lane here and joining up both Torturer and giving birth to a monkey. Wow, they gave birth to a monkey, god damn it. Lark, do you see that?
What? Birth to monkey where? What?
Oh, they just spawned a new courier, but
Oh my god,
he actually walked all the way there to just skip off the monkey. But okay, anyway, it's cute to see the courier not being used, as in not being created from the base of Fountain for the first time. And we're looking at Tremble camping in his Terra Mount. He actually gets spotted out. There's a harsh ultimate failure coming out for Shirley, but yeah, he tried. Now with nice little Sebastian's brother Boris, they are gonna fall back. Do you know who Sebastian is, bro?
Sebastian? Yeah, I know who Sebastian is from what the hell was it?
From
Movie again called? Sorry?
the movie? Which movie?
Wait, okay, which Sebastian are you talking about?
The Lobster, Little Mermaid, you idiot. Do you
Yeah,
not have a
exactly,
childhood? What exactly?
that's-
Hey, you get on my level, ho!
Oh my god, dude, I was talking about a movie. Are you insane? Okay, you're
Okay,
retarded.
Okay,
man,
wait,
guys.
Compel
People
just missed, and let's just ignore Lark for a short while. But here comes the Rune Cleaver on Nox, and that's gonna mean he's gonna have extra farm. Lark, what kind of item do you think Nox is supposed to go for in this game?
just after his Rune Cleaver is probably gonna get the Shrunken Head. He can go for a lot more items after that. Maybe even going for the Vessel Skull to farm even faster could be an option for him if he wants to, and it will help out in terms of the team if they want to get early pushes going on. But I definitely would like to see Geometer's Bane on top of the Shrunken Head. I think it's really good for Mage Bane. If Mage Bane is able to get on some really good farm, you know, things like Brutalize or Wingbow. Behemoth's Heart is kind of defensive in that sense. I don't think they really need that as much because they have the Hag as well. I mean, he can't go that by all means if he wants to, but that's usually if they're kind of, you know, afraid of getting blown up to bits.
Oh yeah, we want to see the kind of action here in this game. But there goes Rally, completely invisible. I think he is just scouting out. Needs to be careful though, because there is no support virtually in the next 100 kilometers wide. And yeah, he's actually going to say hi to Glacius. He might be able to pick up these Glacius, but he doesn't have a Homecoming Stone, so it's not going to be advisable to just gang Glacius and try and pot away. Heck is also in his vicinity. Man, what is this guy thinking? He does have about an additional 14 seconds only left, and there are a lot of Ward of Wrath in his area. Stuff that he doesn't know about. Heck just did a questionable Flash of Darkness right in front of his face, so he should be okay. Here comes also the backup, from behind. And they might actually want to pick up Mage Bane, but Compel, just to say hi. You know, you have those friends, Lark, that slaps your ass and say hi. Yeah, Gamer Berryman is one of those.
Yeah, it could be. That was kind of funny to see that. I actually the animation didn't come out on my end for some reason.
Mid lane, gang happening. Torturer is in a little bit of a trouble there. Where's the extra help? Chain reaction not going to be used, but there goes Agonizing Bond, and down goes the sadistic Torturer. Mong is completely caught out there. You had well, Pestilence that was able to just nicely go in as well, and Hack was able to slow him down significantly with HoN.
Yeah, that was actually good plays there by Emperor and Nova as well. They pick up the kill. Emperor goes 1-0 right now. Boost up his farm a little bit more. He's still level 6. He can finish up the Steam Boots now, so he's gonna have a lot more HP to work with. Won't get insta-gibbed like the previous 2 games. I think he should be probably fine in picking up his Light Brand very soon. He can even go back to up lane and continue farming. I would like to see him. I feel like if he's a little bit afraid of dying, he could just purchase that Mighty Blade first and then into a transition into that the Light Brand. That's also fine in my opinion.
Yeah, it is, and here comes also the Ward of Wrath. Again, Boris just landed Terramount, but the Terramount is going to be okay because of an untimely timeout by the Ward of Wrath there. But 3-1, 1k goal lead for Team impunity.storm. So yeah, they have a slightly better kind of a farming route here. Definitely with Magebane doing a little bit of the stack camps there. He just have a bit of a advantage so far. But that's it. I think they are actually gonna gang on Shirley. Shirley, man, somebody saved the damn soul again. But there goes the ultimate from Magebane. That's gonna be a huge boom in the face, and down goes Shirley. That's it. Mid lane tier 1 gets addressed. We have all 3 members from the HoN team pushing here. And there is still virtually no backup. Only the Pestilence as well as the Engineer. I don't think that both of them are enough to just box out all 3 members here. That's the compel. They need to be really careful when it comes to stuff like that. But here comes also the Pestilence, and he's gonna try and do an impale. But the tower will not be denied, and that's a bit questionable at the very end.
I was hoping Nova would deny that, or even Pestilence. I think they weren't really communicating over there. Engineer was probably a little bit afraid. But nevertheless, you should have actually just helped out over there because Pestilence had that haste rune, so still would have been pretty alright. But anyways, on the flip side, at least Magebane's level 12. He is 3-0-0, 486 gold per minute, constantly killing out the Tremble, who is 0-3 and 0 already. All 3 kills given to that Magebane with that rune cleaver. He's farming out of his mind. I don't think they're gonna further pursue this bottom lane tower. It's not going to be denied anytime soon as well. And now you have Magebane finishing up his Abyssal Skull, so he's going to farm even faster now.
At times like this, we're going to have to compare both Nox as well as the Swiftblade. And it's pretty clear that Nox has a lot extra advantage, going about 100 extra GPM there. And Nox is about close to 500 GPM already with a Rune Cleaver. He's just going to snowball forward already with the Abyssal Skull as well. Whereas for our good friend Blah there, Blavatni, he only has got 388 GPM and it's not said to have a pretty good time. I guess that after MOA left this lane, somehow Emperor just found a bit of traction at the top lane. That's how he gets a bit of extra box out there. But I think he's got item in the bank. And there we go, Firebrand. So not that bad after all. And in general, could be able to put a bit of a team fight up against Nox. But this brings us to the point. We need to kill Nox here if we are fans of Fan5. And we need to kill Swiftblade if you're fans of impunity.storm. So depending on which side you actually are supporting, both carries need to die.
Yeah, both carries need to die indeed. They're gonna get this tier 1 bottom, or okay, maybe they're just backing off. Look at the train. The train's coming right now.
And Tremble. At this point in time, you just ask the question, why the fuck did you drop a Tremble? There's nothing you could really do. But here comes Swiftblade, and Swiftblade, Swift Slashes, no, not gonna be used. He's just gonna try and chase on the Crypts a bit too much, but also we have the Engineer behind, and that's just gonna be it. And they're just gonna say hi. This is like a family gathering, guys. All 5 members just say hi, but at the very end, Tremble actually died, and Nox picks up the kill there. So that at least is gonna mean that the Tremble pick at the very end didn't really work so far. And that's about 18 minutes in already. Tremble, very, very bad farm, and it's trembling. That's what Tremble's doing. About 150 GPM only, about all the top, because now Rally's gonna get a bit of a trouble, and there goes also the bad blast in his face, and he actually gets addressed. And now it seems like Swiftblade's gonna try and address this case here, but look at Nox. Nox actually dropping solo. Nox gets addressed. That's the carry. And also the Swift Slasher just jumping on the Glaciers. Glacier 6 to fall, and Pestilence just so close to death, but he doesn't die for some reason. Tremble comes back alive because of Terramount. The Terramount! Oh my god, the Tremble pick is awesome. That picks up also Nova. Nova gets addressed. Pestilence runs back. Pestilence is gonna be okay, and that's gonna be a complete turnaround there. 3-4-1 kind of exchange at the very end, and that means that you have Terramount at work, and wow.
Yeah, wow indeed. The thing is, they still didn't get the tower, but at least they traded a couple of kills over there. They killed Nox. They slowed down Nox a lot. That was a ultimate warrior streak, by the way, given to the other carry on the other side there. Is this gonna be denied? Nope, it's not.
Oh, tower gets addressed, but the Storm's gonna be used already on Tremble. Tremble snipes out the tower by himself, but here comes also the rally, and the compel misses. Oh my god, if it just hit, it would be a dead Pestilence there, but I guess there was a bit of a defensive maneuver at the very end to try and do a bit of extra backup. So nice sidestep there by Bastom. Bastom, man. He may be big in size, we know this guy, but he can sidestep like a boss.
Yeah, and that was actually a good micro there coming out from Tremble. He used the Boris to latch the Glacius. If not, I think Glacius would have been in range for like the Tundra Blast and then into a Ice Imprisonment, but of course Rally was still in the vicinity, so nevertheless, just Rally more like the fail-safe there for his teammate, and this is good for them, because at least they get the tower, they got a couple of kills after, you know, losing that team fight in a sense, and it's just really good for them now. Magebane is trying to work towards the Geometer's first. I don't think it necessarily needs a Shrunken Head that early, I guess. Or he's probably just going to finish up the Firebrand and then into the Shrunken Head. I still think Shrunken Head would be really good here because there's a lot of stun still coming out and magic damage coming from Torture and the rest of his teammate.
Yeah, and in general, the previous gang onto Nox was just really successful, and that also meant that Nox, the carry, died once. Whereas for the carry of Hellborn team, that's Fan5's very own Switchblade, is still alive somehow. And looking at that, it also breached the gap between both carries' GPM. So now carry Switchblade is about 430 GPM, whereas for carry Nox about 490. So it is not much of a dent to Nox, because Nox picked up the kill on Tremble, but we know for sure that that's going to be a bit of a good catch-up. Here comes the Force Bling away from Hack. Hack actually just flashed away there, and it's going to be okay. Game of Verma, meanwhile, just denied the bottom lane tower, I think.
Yeah,
oh, Pasty. Oh wait, I have to cut you off here because this Pasty wants a bit of the Switchblade. Doesn't have the time stun on, and it seems like MO is completely invisible, so they will not get anything done. Because, wait, hold that thought, because now Hack is going to show his face here, and that's questionable because we have a spy in the making. That's 007 Predator mood, and Alien versus Predator MOA there, just nicely spying it out. So top lane actually is going to be up by Lark. What were you saying? We have a shot moment right now.
I think I'm just gonna hold on to that. I think Hack's probably gonna die here.
Oh, Hack actually gonna try and do it away, but the compound's gonna be landing quickly, and there goes also the chain reaction. It's gonna be more than enough. Ammo shows himself at the very end to just laugh there and do nothing else. But that's it, the train is still going on the schedule. That's gonna be a top lane tier 1 push right now. All 5 members congregating here. Legion team on the flip side doing a bit of a split push. Mage Bane is already level 16, by the way. That's level 3 mana reef for you, and he's also gonna push the bottom lane by himself. I think he has got Firebrand as well as the Rune Cleaver. That's correct. With an additional 1k gold in the bank, you may want to go for the Jominus Bane. That's gonna deal a bit of extra damage, but still, it is not gonna be enough to win this game here. And we all know for sure that the top tier 2 is gonna be traded. So in general, it's gonna be a pretty worthy trade. Both tier 2 and tier 1 for just a tier 2 down south. I mean, Legion team definitely will not have the better of that exchange.
Yeah, and the thing is, okay, here we go, Tremble. Tremble. No, okay, Mage Bane apparently doesn't want to chase this, but...
Oh, there goes Swift Slashes! Pasty gets addressed, and Mage Bane is gonna get sighted here, and he's gonna be okay.
Yeah, he should just back off. Like, it's just not looking good for impunity.storm now. They're getting picked up way too many times, all across the map, and that's mainly because Swiftblade was able to pick up on a lot of farm himself. You see now he's actually carrying his team, allowing space for Tremble to pick up on items. Now you see Tremble gonna go for Hellflower. That's a really good item. I like that on Tremble over there, and on top of the Steam Boot, so he is actually picking up some good farm himself despite the very bad start. He's at 240 gold per minute, whereas Emperor, he's at the back end. He's only 200 gold per minute, still level 10. I guess surely there on the Tremble is also level 10, but Emperor, you know, just unfortunately he died there at the top lane, so a little bit unfortunate for him.
Yeah, and we have Hack at about 2k gold in the bank, and might be able to get a light brand real soon. Once he has the light brand, I think that the Grimoire power will not be too far away. Emperor needs those items. He does have about close to 200 GPM, and not so sure if I can call it 200 GPM, but it's 199, so yeah, you get my point. And that's it. Hellborn team on the flip side, they got Shirley having a slightly better time, 250 GPM, and that's 1-4-1. So he died a lot more than Emperor, like you nicely mentioned there. But Tremble, man, already with Energizer, and I think is going for an Arcana. It could be a Hellflower straight up, and that's gonna be a bit more utility based. And we'll be able to shut down the Mage Bane. That's a pretty good item pickup. In fact, screw that, it's an awesome item pickup to just shut down the Mage Bane.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you have that extra lockdown, it's so good. Hack, by the way, just finished his what's it called, the Lightbringer, so he's gonna be able to farm a little bit more faster. They're gonna get tier 1 mid, but they definitely, I feel like they should still try to defend this tier 2, because unless they just want to go for a straight up trade of tier 2 mid and tier 2 top there, that would be pretty good. But is it gonna be enough? Are they gonna be able to push as quickly? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. Tier 2 gets addressed at the bottom lane. The pot back home is going to be used here by 1 member, 2 member, and they're all going to miraculously appear at both top as well as mid lane there. And Pasty is in a bit of a tight spot. I think that Pasty needs to try and run away. Also top lane, the gang is going to happen here. And on the flip side, it's going to be Mage Bane up against that Switchblade. Carry versus carry kind of situation, but there goes the Tremble, trying to put for a little bit of gang on Glacius. Glacius takes the fall, VN gets addressed, and that's going to be 7-6, 600 gold lead for Team Legion, still ongoing and strong. impunity.storm has a slight lead here, but if you look at that, it is not going to boil down too good. Only Nox is severely over leveled. I mean, in terms of speaking generally, you can also say the rest of his team is severely under leveled, but in this situation, he's the one that's level 17, and if you look at Hellborn team, same thing actually happening. Blavatni also severely over leveled. The rest of them are not even in this game somehow, and if you look at that, it's a pretty close fight, and I'm calling it already. This is going to be an epic carry versus carry kind of a showdown.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you see that the thing is, like, even the golden and EXP advantage isn't showing as much because Hellburn team is actually getting still more kills in this kind of situation because they're ganking nicely, and that's mainly because they have the Tremble. Like, Tremble is opening up so much more options for them to look for a gank. Like, Tremble instantly ports in with the Swift Blade, and it's kind of questionable that Vian Sensation on the Glaciers at the top lane just didn't port away because he saw Tremble running behind, so he had all the time in the world to actually just port back really, really quickly.
Yeah, where's it? Mage Bane actually gets stunned to the ground, and also the Tremble is actually going to lock in, but is it going to be enough? No, actually, Amoe going to suicide himself there because of the Mana Reef dealing 500 wow damage, and that's 500 good butt spanking points there for you. And in general, 70 to 70, 2k gold lead for Team Legion, and the kill on Nox was unsuccessful, man, and he does have Geometer's Bane now already, so I'm thinking that in terms of fatness, if you try and compare the layers of fat between both Nox as well as Blavatni, I would definitely say that Nox is a lot fatter, man. This guy is like, it's like 400 pounds, too much. Double cheeseburger.
Yeah, he's gonna go for a Frostwolf Skull. I actually like this item in this game here, so that it doesn't get kited. Adds HP to him as well. It slows down the auto attacks coming from Trample and Swiftblade. That's a very nifty component to have as well. I think that in this kind of situation, hopefully Pestilence, once he picks up the Trunken Head, he can get that Demonic Breastplate because he needs it for his team. Hag, hopefully Grimmer Power gonna be finished soon. Glacius would like to see a push book up on himself, but he's been forced to do ward duty with the help of Engineer here. And Shrunken Head, by the way, just finished there by Pestilence, so that's really good. I think either that's just a recipe or I'm insane, but hopefully it's just finished because it's been a really long time since he has had any other items in his inventory.
Yeah, and it seems like Kongor is going to be in a bit of a tight spot right now. They are going to just hammer on the Kong. Kong is going to get addressed, and I think it is going down. There is no form of Legion contest in this one. Fan5 is going to be able to just back that one up really nicely. And Gamer Berryman, man, top lane, rally level 11 up against level 19. Well, Mage Bane, I think Mage Bane is going to be able to just nicely pot away as well. But you have completely under-level members from both sides except for the carry, and in general terms that's about 6k experience lead for Team Legion, so they are slightly over level. I want to see a level 11 engineer because that's going to be a level 2 energy field, and for Hellborn side they don't really need the extra level because they are already a level 11 and 12. The only difference in experience is because of a level 19 Swiftblade up against a level level 19 well, Mage Bane up against a level 17 Swiftblade.
Yeah, this level 17 Swiftblade. Sorry, I think he's gonna go for that Dawnbringer, which he always goes for. In the previous game, we saw that. Hellflower already completed by Tremble. That's a huge item pickup because that's gonna lock down the Blinkish heroes coming in from Hag as well as Mage Bane. There's no way that he's gonna get out of that. I think it's gonna call for a time where Glacius picks up on a Storm Spirit and the Engineer just focuses on picking up his like upgraded boots, and you know, even a portal key would be pretty good. I would like to see Abyssal, not Abyssal Skull, Astral Abe soon as well.
This is not going to be good for Hellborn team because simply all 5 of them going to push at the mid lane. This feels like a forced push right now. And on the flip side, Legion team going to push both top as well as the bottom lane. And look at Mage Bane already going to deal a bit of damage there with the Geometer's Bane. This is illusion abusion again. And this is against the law, you know. But he's actually going to knock on the tier 3 with illusion. And a little bit extra pot back going to happen here. And this is what Mage Bane does very good. It is one of the things that Mage Bane does very well as well. And you want to just provide Mage Bane an extra lane to just push by himself, go in and just spam and force people to just pull back on their push, and that is a split push strategy that Mage Bane excels exceptionally well in. And in this kind of a situation, Tremble could be a nice counter to that, but Tremble doesn't have the best placement for his Terror Mounts, and I think that it is somewhat okay strategically placed, but I want to see a bit of those back at base so he can go back and defend if there is a need, and Tremble needs to take the fight to Mage Bane.
Yeah, I have to slow you down there because Mage Bane, look at that, man. Frostwolf Skull, 20 minutes in, 666
30 minutes, yeah.
Sorry, 29 minutes in, 660 GPM already, and he has Frostwolf and Geometer's Bane complete on top of Abyssal Skull and that Wound Cleaver. He's gonna be dishing shit ton of damage to enemy team. I think he just needs a Shrunken Head to end that all up so that they can start pushing. In fact, I don't even think they need to wait for the Shrunken. Like, he's so buff, he can just go push down the lanes as much as you want right now. Like, you see, he's gonna do the same thing again like he did earlier on. split push the top lane, force Hellburn to back off and come back here. I would like to see Tremble use more mounds a little bit. Maybe some mounds here at the top lane. Like he knows that it's going to be constantly harassed here, rather than putting the mount over there at the camp. You see Mage Bane going to be a little bit sneaky. We're just going to port away into the trees, force the rest of his teammates some more space to farm. This is good for Legion because it's giving space for Glacius to farm up. You see Hag farming at the middle lane due to the push from the Legion team, the Hellburn team. It gives him more gold, and eventually it'll come to a point where Shrunken Head's going to be completed on that Hag, and it's going to come to a point where the Hellburn team, no matter what they do, they still cannot fight against this Mage Bane. Eventually, I do think that Engineer is probably going to get a Abyssal Skull, and then Mage Bane is going to sell his own and probably get something like a Wingboar or even a Behemoth's Heart.
Yeah, and we're looking at a bit of extra space here for Legion team. Already 30 minutes into this game, 7-7 here, and a lot of 7 in this game, but we're looking at level 21, and that's Blackjack level for Nox. Nox is like you nicely say, Frost's Skull, Jomida's Bane, and a Rune Cleaver. If he didn't have one of those items, yeah, then he is actually still somewhat okay. But because he has the extra item, he is just looking to deal a shit ton of damage on not just heroes but also towers there. Look at bottom lane, man. There goes the push. Where's the pot back? The pot first one actually gonna come back quickly. I think that the tower's gonna fall before that, but the tower is in a really low health there, and just one torch is not gonna be enough to stop Nox though. Nox is gonna try to run away. I think he's gonna be able to do so successfully, and meanwhile,
look at Illusion.
Yep, Illusion's still doing a lot of work there, but Illusion actually gonna try and kill Torture. Torture's gonna be alive. Tremble nicely health flowering down Mage Bane, but Mage Bane is gonna be a bit of a trouble there. And Swift Blade, man! Swift Slashes was wasted, and wow, the last minute just didn't work out for him, and Nox is able to just nicely destroy that. That's pretty good news at least. And that being said, you have already the health fall up on Tremble, and he also took down the mid lane as well, and now gonna try and take this fight to Rally. Rally will have a bit of a backup. If you try and pursue matter, you should be able to get something done, but you see that irritating, quick, moving thing called a Mage Bane needs to be addressed in this game, and they don't have any cold ship take, only the Hell Flower. I don't think it's actually going to be enough.
Yeah, the thing is, he paired, like, it would have worked out in the end had Tremble just been like, the thing is, he was forced to use the Hell Flower so that he can port away, but Swiftblade is just a little bit too slow to catch up there. And again, you see Swiftblade, he went for the Brutalizer. It seems like that's his go-to item, but look at this, man. Mage Bane being fucking pesky as hell. This is so cheesy. Just doing what he does best. Again, split pushing.
Yeah, again, see, there we go. Top lane, he just does whatever he does best, and that's pretty much good effort there. But here comes also the main deal coming to just hammer on Tremble. Tremble, a lot of trouble. Tremble gonna try and run away, but there goes the Mana Reef, and that's gonna be enough to pick up the kill. Nox is just completely crazy on that Fan5, and an act of desperation gonna try and push a mid lane by themselves. I think Swiftblade is completely fed with the token. It's gonna be really disgusting if they lose this game here, but that's because Nox, man, in Nox you trust. So in Nox we trust, in Nox whoever trusts, Nova trusts him for sure, and he's actually gonna be able to just nicely knock on the Millibrax. Millibrax is actually gonna get addressed. MOA goes in, but MOA gonna get addressed quickly by Nox. Nox, man, level 22. Who can stop me? Somebody stop Nox. And Nox is just gonna say that all game long. And the members that don't have a pop back home, or rather, even if they had a pop back home, but it's on cooldown, actually have to walk all the way back up to the top lane. Top lane already barren there. And this is just green, man. 33 minutes in, and Legion team already raped the top lane completely barren there. You have a questionable game here for Team Hellborn.
Complete rape. That was just base rape. So much rape happening. But yeah, I mean, like, man, did you see that Mage Bane? You can't be porting in with 2 supports in the hopes of like stopping him when you have no other backup there. Like, you're just feeding him kills. That was just really bad decision making coming up from what is this, Fan5, and that's just putting them back in the far end in this game right now, even much more. Look at that. Nox
You're gonna try and kill Nox down south here. There's actually a health flower, but it's not actually gonna be needed because Nox is playing very safe. And oh, actually, yep, still going on. And there goes the side swing slam to the face. Nox takes a bit of a beating, but doesn't even hurt him too much. And it seems like he's gonna try and turn this around on Rally. Rally takes too much beating from just Illusion, guys. That's not even the real thing, man. And right now, it's correct to say that if they address Nox, they can win this game. But how to kill a Mage Bane with also pulse haste? It's oh wait, he's got 2 boots. Yeah, 1 shoe for each leg.
Yeah, and he's gonna sell it off later. He just wants to have that because, you know, why not? Since he has an extra slot in inventory. I think the next item should probably be that. I mean, I guess your Shrunken Head is good, but I don't know. I'm feeling a little greedy here. I want to see him get things like a butterfly, not butterfly, sorry, a wing bow, but that will propagate his illusions, or even the Behemoth's Heart. So the illusions will just be raping base while they're taking a team fight, and that's kind of insane. But you know, just be safe. Get the Shrunken Head. Always the better choice. Hag has the Shrunken Head of his own, so you know, not gonna be afraid at all in the next couple of team fights. You see already the bottom. I mean, the top Rex is gone. The bottom tower is the bottom tower's gone. The bottom rank's fully exposed. They're probably just gonna wait here. I think they're waiting for an item to come up here on this Legion side, unless maybe they're just waiting for Pestilence to finish up the what's it called, the demonic breastplate, and then they're gonna start pushing the bottom lane. I still think that they shouldn't wait too long. Or they could probably just be waiting for Kong as well. Could be possible.
It's definitely possible, but that said, must be able to do something against Nox, man. He does have about an additional 4k gold. He's printing money like the Federal Bank, and that's disgusting, disgustingly good. And this is why you don't want to have this kind of situation. But if they do address Nox, I think that the rest of the members on the Legion team is not that much of a great concern. But you need Tremble to have a part to play. And if he didn't buy the Health Flower, I think he would have at least the Abyssal Skull. Abyssal Skull is a lot more useful because it does slow down and completely maim any forms of damage coming from the member there. But of the guy that was subjected to the Kudra Ship Stick, not Abyssal Skull, sorry, Kudra Ship Stick, that's right. And we have Tremble with a Health Flower. He should actually go for the Kudra Ship Stick, but other than the point being said, I mean, now Hellbound team just needs to farm. They need to farm like crazy. They need to make sure that they can defend against the next push. They cannot even try and dream of taking any form of aggressive stance here, because Nox is just going to do a bit of a speed push like what you saw at the top lane there. And now he's actually going to change lanes to just maybe the bottom lane that is without a tower already. But they need to just nicely defend this spot here and get gold. And because of the fact that they've got one lane pushed in, they will not have a lot of space to farm, really.
Yeah, and let me just say that Mage, yeah, like you nice mentioned, Magebait, man, he's constantly raping the Hellborn's jungle. They can't get any more income. They're just forced to farm up, you know, mega creep, well, not really mega creep, but super creeps at the top lane, and you know, even in their own lanes, it's so, you know, dangerous to just farm out there, because you know Magebane's on the loose. He's insane. He just keeps roaming around, blinking left, right, and center. I think he just finished. Yeah, he just finished the Behemoth's Heart. There's no way you're gonna kill him now. That's insane. Sorry guys, but you know what? He's like, fuck Shrunken Head, YOLO. I'm gonna go for Behemoth's Heart and the added extra damage from Wingbow. I think that's a pretty decent item pickups if he wants to go for that. Like, he can sell the Abyssal Skull and get Engineer or even the Glaciers to get it.
Oh wow, that's gonna be complete. Well, again, well, what's the word again? Obnoxious behavior coming from Nox. But look at that, level 25 already. Yeah, 745 GPM. That's the same digit as Swiftblade's farm GPM for the moment there, but instead of having 745 GPM for Swiftblade, he has 475 GPM.
Yeah, I mean, it's so insane. It's at this point where...
There goes Tremble, man. I'm calling it. Tremble dead. There we go. Tremble down. Surely nothing could really do, man. And Nox actually gonna use Illusion again to just hammer on the melee barracks. But Lark, what were you saying?
Yeah, easy win there for easy win here for impunity.storm. I feel like Magebane is not slowing down at all. No sign of slowdown happening on Magebane. In fact, I think after that, I think he's probably gonna sell his Abyssal Skull here and pick up the token, because Abyssal Skull is probably the item that's gonna go on either the Glacius or that Engineer. He can even sell Battle Fury if he wants to, not Battle Fury, the Rune Cleaver if he wants to, and pick up another damage item if he wants, like even Brutalizer for added stun, or I don't know, Savage Mace, Doombringer, what have you not. Like, he has the slow, no one's really gonna be able to out-kite him.
Yeah, and interesting stat for you guys out there. In this series, if impunity.storm does win this game, all the games will won on Legion team.
Yeah. Yeah, actually that's a good point that you raised. All the games that have been won are Legion. Yeah, actually, man, are you the new stats guy?
No,
Where's Fantasy when you need him?
I'm just Pandil. Anyway, we're looking at about 40 minutes into this game, and 19k gold already. Demonic Breastplate completed on Bastom, because Magebane is just raping so hard. The rest of the members of Legion side have got all the space in the world to get items that they become a bit of the obsolete right now. Emperor does have the Grimoire Power, and the Token of Life is like, Magebane, I don't even need this item, and we have Bastom that has got also the Shrunken Head and a pretty good Demonic Breastplate that's on the way as well, plus a Portal Key. So I mean, this game should be over real soon, unless, of course, Well, HoN team pulls a rapid off from a magical hat and somehow managed to get himself back in this game. But oh, brutalize up already on the Switchblade, and it seems like Hellflower is going to be used already. And Mage Bane, a little bit of trouble. The Switchblade is completely just blown in his face, but he just stands after that because he's just dealing a shit ton of damage. Also because he's just tanky up as well. Gamer Berryman goes down. VN's decision also gets addressed, but look at the Mage Bane with the Mana Rift burning down the carry of HoN team. Emperor with a hat-trick. Emperor! What a quad kill! But Nox just slapped his face. Emperor with the quad kill. Where's the annihilation? God damn it! Emperor's first and probably last annihilation. And Nox just stole the kill away. Why, oh why, oh why did they have to do that?
That Nox DM, man. Oh my god, that should have been Emperor. Why can you not let him have his fun? Nox, how dare you? You ruined the fun. You are really anti-fun in my opinion. That was insane. That should have been an annihilation for Emperor, but nevertheless, man, that's what I was saying. Like Nox, he doesn't need a single BKB. Screw that shit, man. I just want more HP. You saw how much damage was being output onto him. He just didn't die. He was not gonna die at all. Beautiful pushback at the tail end, by the way, by VN Sensation to avoid the rally ulti. But other than that, man, it's impunity.storm. This is their go-to lineup.
Yeah, look at that. impunity.storm, man. They bested the odds, and they are now the winner of this entire bracket here. They are also going to be looking to face against Masters tomorrow, and I think I'm going to bring back the panel. There we go. So Elise, are you... Whoa, did we just touch on something? Oh, hi Elise, back. Welcome back. And so what do you think of that game there?
The most exciting out of the three, I guess.
Yes, 100% agree there.
So much better than the others.
Yeah, that was yeah. I mean, like the thing is, I have to agree with Babael here that, man, Nox, you know, you should just like whenever you want to call Nox, just call him obnoxious because he farms insane. Like that was crazy.
I really wonder how he farms so fast.
Yeah, I mean he like I said, like he was raping the entire Hellborn jungle. It came to a point where the Hellborn team just couldn't get out of their base. They got stuck in their you know, their home over there. There was no padlocks on the gates, like people would say. The home was fully exposed. Their computers were stolen at the top lane. They had no added extra security measures. So you know, what you gonna do?
He did a really great push by wanting to Rex top. When the 5-person was downing the tier 2 tower mid, and then he just practically forced the whole team to come back.
Yeah, it's...
That's just crazy.
That was just a Mage Bane, man.
1v5.
Yeah, 1v5 split push, Nox, man. In Nox we trust, that's the reason why they say that. And in general, man, Nox, what does the Nox say? 1v5 any day today. That's what he's gonna say. No problem, bro. Who needs token? Give that to Emperor. Who needs annihilation? No, you're not gonna get that anyway. And it's like, Nox is just like, I'm a Mage Bane and I'm rolling so hard. You guys, get on my level, ho. And it's like, 775 GPM. Bro, have you ever hit the 700 mark before? Nox, man, Nox. He buys 2 shoes because he has got 2 legs.
That's
Nox
swag
for you.
Yeah, too much swag indeed. Like, oh man, that bottom fight, that was insane. You saw them like try their hardest to kill the bloody anti-mage that they completely forgot about Emperor. Like Emperor was like, guys, hello, what about me?
And just let me take all the kills.
There
he was like
most of the kills.
Yeah, in this moment in the stream, he is actually going to do his annihilation wannabe moment, and I'm just looking at that, man. That was just BM. That was a hat trick, quad kill. Where's the last one? Nox jumps in, pam, down goes annihilation denied. Nox is like,
man, so BM.
Nox
He's gonna be. Yeah, I think he's gonna be forced to buy Emperor some dinner after this. So you know, Emperor, sorry bro, but Nox stole that shit.
Not today, bro.
It is just not possible at all. But yeah, that's it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we are actually done today. And well, any last words here today before we bring a bit of a guest moment here?
What?
Yeah. Any last words coming from Elise? First of all, I'd like to thank Elise for being a part of this guest panel. It's a new initiative, and I would definitely love to see if you guys can let us know what exactly you guys are thinking of this entire game here, or this initiative to have a guest panel. It's not the analysis panel that HoNcast has. I know there's a certain reference to that one there, but that's just it. It's a different
I'm not a pro.
Thing.
I can't analyze.
It's a casual chill. No worries.
It's a
Yeah,
chill
just
couch.
chat and flame
Yeah.
my own teammates. Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. We are gonna get into coming up.